How to make a free portfolio website using Wix. Hey everyone and welcome, I hope you're all doing great. In this video I'll show you step by step how to do so. So what I'm going to showcase is the basics of how to create a Wix website, and also obviously how to include a portfolio that you want to showcase for people. So it's going to be very easy and simple, and most importantly it's going to be completely for free. So let's just go ahead and get started. Now I need to note, yes, it is for free, but however, you may, if you really want to have a professional site, you may need to upgrade. But for the time being, you can do everything entirely for free. So yeah. First step is going to be going to wix.com. So just go ahead and go to wix.com, create your account for free. So just go ahead and sign up. No credit card requires or anything, just go ahead and sign up. Once you do sign up and create your account, you want to go to Sites in the main dashboard and click on Create New Site. And once this opens up, it's going to ask us to create a site using Wix Studio, but we're just going to reject that and go to the basic Wix editor because this is our topic for this video. However, maybe it's a good chance for you to see the differences between Wix Studio and Wix editor, or the default Wix. Regardless, we're just going to go for the default one, so I'm just going to click with Build with Wix Editor. Now here's actually going to ask us two things: either create it with AI, which is going to be more like question and answer type of thing, and you would want to create some prompts, or just set up without chat, which I personally prefer. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Set up without chat. Now, once that's done, it's going to ask us what type of website do you want to create. So in this case, we just want to create a portfolio website. So I'm just going to type in portfolio. And by the way, yes, you can skip this step. It's not necessary, but I highly recommend that you do this step because it's going to make things easier for you. Nothing else. It's just going to make things easy. So click on continue, and then this is going to create the dashboard for us, and we're pretty much set. Our website is created. Now we just need to do some extra steps like customizing the template and the design, and also how to set up your actual portfolio. So the first thing is going to be giving your site a name. So I'm just going to name it portfolio site, and then I'm just going to click on continue. And then you would want to go ahead and install the portfolio app. This is going to be the recommended app based off of your answers so far. So this is why I said it's quite important, but not necessary. Now, if you don't see this screen and you skip this, I'm going to also show you how to install it later on. So don't worry about it too much. But if you do see this, just make sure you install the portfolio one and see if you want to install anything else. For example, the video or blog or online store, whatever it may be. Just so you know, the free version of Wix does not accept you accepting payments, basically. So if you want to accept payments online, you would want to actually upgrade. So I'm just going to stick to the portfolio part and click on continue. And then we can just click on continue to dashboard, and we're pretty much set with that regard. And because we have installed the portfolio app, we should be able to see it right over here. Now, if you don't see it, that means you did not install the app, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. It's going to be the same step as going to design site on the top right corner. So this is going to be the first thing to do either way. So you would want to create a site and design it. So click on design site, and if it's your first time, it's going to show you this screen. How would you like to design your website? Whether it's going to be with AI or customizing a template. So if you want it to be a prompt, you can just click on generate a design. If you want to pick a template, you can just click on this. I prefer the pick a template one because it's just going to be a lot easier. You can pick any template with any niche for any sort of element, but we can just feel free to redesign it later. So as long as it looks good, that should be good enough for us. So in this case, I'm just going to click on pick a template and pick one real quick. So once you find the template, just go in and click on it. You can view it if you want to, and then just click on edit this site. It's going to open up the site editor here for us, and I'm not really going to discuss much about how to design your site. It's not really what this video is about, but I'm just going to give you the basics, a basic rundown of how Wix editor works. So let's just go and get started. First is going to be a drag and drop builder. So if you've used one of those, it's going to be very easy for you. If not, it's still going to be very easy for you. Like the name says, drag and drop, meaning you would want to drag any element that you want and drop it wherever you want it to be, and it's just going to end up being there. So once this is done, it's just going to show you around here. You can see the elements on the left side. But before we get started with the editor here, if you did not install the portfolio app from the beginning, you skipped this step, you can do it from here. You just want to go to add apps from this section, and you would want to go to the app market, and then from here simply just search for portfolio, and you should be able to find Wix portfolio, which is going to be right here. So just go ahead and click on it and click on add to site, and you should be good to go. Now, by default, once you actually install the app, you should be able to find within the pages and menu that is going to create some portfolio pages for you. First one is going to be the portfolio page, which is the main one, which is pretty much all we're going to be using. But you also have collections page, and you have the projects pages. So this is going to be the pages that they create for you. Now, designing anything in Wix is very simple. First, let's just talk about editing elements that already exist. If that's the case, you simply just want to click on it, and then once you click on a specific element, you'll be able to just adjust whatever you want in that element. For example, this background, if you want to change it, you simply just click on it and just click on change background, or any of these settings that pop up. If you want to adjust the text, simply click on it and click on edit text, and you're going to have the ability to obviously rewrite and change the font, all that kind of stuff. So basically just click on anything and adjust it. But let's say you want to add something rather than adjusting something. In this case, let's say we want to add a section. Just go to the bottom or the top of any pre-existing section, and then you should be able to see add section. If you click on that, it's just going to create it for you, but it's going to be empty. So you have the ability to change the background color for it by clicking on it. Or if you want to add something to it, you simply just click on add elements on the top left and just add, images, text, buttons, boxes, whatever you want to add in here. It's going to be a lot of stuff that you can feel free to add. Now I'm just going to remove this because I don't really need to do this. I just wanted to showcase how to use the editor, and hopefully now you have a good idea of how it actually works. So now let's focus on the actual portfolio side of things and how to showcase your work. So simply you would want to exit out of here, and first let's just go ahead and save our design. Click on save and continue, and once it's done, click on done. Now click on the Wix dashboard on the top left, the logo. And this is going to take you to the main dashboard here. And from here, we simply want to start listing out our portfolio projects. So in order to do so, we want to go to the portfolio tab here. Now, in case you didn't see it, that means you skipped and you did not actually install the app. So just go ahead and make sure you install the app from the site editor. Click on portfolio, and then the first time you will need to actually go ahead and follow through with the AI one, but I personally don't like it, so I'm just going to click on setup without AI. Now at this point, Wix is going to add a few projects or portfolio projects for you as a sample. Now usually you would want to remove all of them, but in my case I'm just going to keep them just so we have some, because I don't really have any portfolio projects that I want to create. This is only a dummy site. I'm just going to keep them just so we have something to work with. I'm just going to also create another one so you can know exactly how it works. Now, to list out your portfolios, they're going to be divided into projects or even collections, which is a later topic, but they're going to be divided into projects, and each project can have multiple different images or videos if you want. So you can just do project, photography. You can just go in and set up the photography photos that you already got. Maybe another project is going to be for video editing. You can just go in and set that up as well. Now, to create a new project, you simply just want to go to portfolio projects and click on the top right. You should be able to see add project. It's going to be very simple. You just want to add a few, a bunch of information here, like the actual title of the project. You would want to name it something, that is related to what you want to showcase. So I'm just going to just do test 1. Let's just do project actually. So test 1 project, and then click on next and add a description to it. So this is going to be more of what is actually going to be included within it, so people can actually know what to expect. So once that's done, you can click on next, and you can feel free to add some basic information like the project type, date, location. These are optional. You don't really need to add them. Click on next once you're done with it, and then here you can feel free to add your images, photos, or videos that are going to be included. Simply click on upload media from computer, and you can just go ahead and hold control to upload many at a time. So you can just add these colors for some reason, and we can just click on that, open. Now here comes the important part. One of the images is going to be the cover image, and if you want to replace the cover image, you can feel free to do so by rearranging them so that number 1 is always the cover image. Now here's the thing about the cover image. The cover image, the only thing that you can actually do with it is add some alt text to it. By the way, these could be videos. It's not only for images. It could be the same thing for videos. So for the cover image, you can only add some alt text, but for the other ones, you can actually go ahead and add titles, descriptions, alt text, and most importantly, links. So if you want to actually link to whatever it may be, your website, whatever it may be that you want to link to, for example, your freelance website, whatever it may be. I said whatever it may be for like 4 times. Anyways, you get the idea now. So whatever it may be you want to link to, you can feel free to do it from here. And once that's done and you're happy with the arrangement and stuff like that, you can feel free to click on done on the bottom right. This is going to be a little preview, and once you're happy with it, click on done. And we're good to go. Now, let's say we also want to start creating collections. That's also a possibility. Collection is going to be a larger part of things. So you can add them to projects into different collections. So for example, if we create one collection here, so we already have one with all the projects, but we can create another collection for let's just name it tutorial, and give it a description if you want to. So what type of projects does this include? And then you can also feel free to give it a cover image. So we can just click on upload media, upload from computer, and we can just use this one as an example. Click on set as cover once it's done, and we can just feel free to start adding projects. Now you can either create a new project entirely, so you can feel free to do the same steps again, or you can just click on manage projects and select the ones that already exist. Now this collection is going to include 2 different projects. Click on save, and we're pretty much good to go. Now you know how to create projects, and you know how to create collections. Let's finally just go ahead and preview how it's going to look like. So let's just click on edit site from the top right corner, refresh the site, and then I'm just going to click on preview. So preview, and then we simply just want to go to the portfolio page and see how it's going to look like. So if you just click on portfolio, you can actually see this is not the portfolio page, this is the home page, but because it's not linked, so I will need to go back to the editor and just go and access it from here. And by the way, you can add it to the menu if you want to, but I'm just going to go and access it real quick from here. So once you open up the portfolio page, it's going to look something like this. If you click on preview, you can actually see the different collections here first. And if you click on a collection, it's going to open up the projects within. And if you click on a project, it's going to open up all the different things within it. So you can see all the different images and stuff like that. Now, obviously, you can also still feel free to change the layout and stuff like that by clicking on the page. So, for example, this, you don't like how it's vertical and huge. You can feel free to change that. And I'm not sure what just happened here. So let's just go back to portfolio. Basically, you can feel free to change anything by clicking on it and click on settings. You should be able to find design or settings, and you can feel free to change the layout from there. With that being said, this is pretty much all for this video. Hopefully I found it to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.